Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the very first Hearthstone Alphabet Tournament, Basic League, where we are finding out which in the basic set is the strongest letter. Today's game is Game 1, Hunter versus Warrior, or A deck versus C deck. To quickly go over the rules, cards must contain in their card name either the letters A for the Hunter or C for the Warrior. Basic set only, because I do not have any other full complete set. All class cards that are legal must be used, and the classes chosen are based on which class has the most class cards available, and each game is a best of 3. Going into the deck lists here, we have for the Warrior, Charge and the Hearthstone Commander package, which isn't very strong, but it is a bit of synergy. The Hunter have a better one with the Houndmaster and a few beasts in there. Other than that, that's basically it. These decks you'll find do not have many synergies. They've been neutered quite a bit, so what you're going for is mostly a nice curve and knowing when to trade and when to push face. Here we go, game 1. So looking from the Hunter's point of view, A deck is gonna want to get rid of those Storm and Champions as they are too high a cost. However, they are pretty much MVPs in the basic league, giving 1/1 to all of the minions. So if you've got a board, play one of them on turn 7 and you're pretty much good to go. Could coin out the Bloodfen Raptor. If he does that, he's very likely to be dead by the time he gets to Houndmaster. So maybe he wants to not do that. Let's see what the C deck Warrior has. Ooze. So there are no weapons in the Hunter deck, so playing an Ooze on turn 2 is pretty safe. However, oh, there's the second one. However, in the Warrior deck he has the Arcanite Reapers, so he's going to want to hold on to those Oozes and play it for that, because Arcanite Reaper will be a very powerful swing card in this. Clears a big taunt or just pushes a lot of face damage. It's got a couple of ways to answer this Bloodfen. Could go straight into it, could Shattered Sun it, and then if he still trades it'll still die. Heroic Strike will get rid of it and then he can push a little bit of face damage. He's going to go for the Shattered Sun. Oh, but he's going to go straight for the face. Make the Hunter answer the Warrior's aggression. And the Hunter is going to go for the Houndmaster play. Get a value trade there. Because there are so few synergies, combos, AoE effects really. As I said, this all kind of relies on value trades, good answers to things. Now, if your board gets too wide, then you're in trouble, because there's not very many ways to come back from it. And the Warrior deck, C deck, seems to have an answer for pretty much everything the Hunter's thrown at it so far. Looking in a very good spot. Hunter less so. What's he thinking? Shouldn't play the Use. I think you're floating a mana, but yeah, the Animal Companion. What's he gonna get? Misha. Okay, C deck still has a pretty good answer to this. Could play the Stormpipe Commando for the whole 5 mana, but the Chilnier is more likely to survive. So that's fair enough. It's got the Hearthstone Commander in hand, which has obviously been neutered from its glory days. Used to give charge to all minions on the board, on its side of the board, but now just gives charged minions +1, which can be used with the charge if it is in the deck, but it's not really very good. Like, it's not going to swing many games. Razorfen Hunter coming down for the Hunter. Hunter's Mark is also a nerfed card. Used to be 1 mana, now it's 2. Bit tricky to use. How can he answer this? Stormpipe Commando. Yeah, it's keeping the board firmly on the Warrior's side. Another Houndmaster. Could use it. No, doesn't have enough mana to use it with the Razorfen Hunter or the Tundra Rhino. Could kill command for free. Yeah. It's better than, well, you don't need that extra 2 damage, so may as well. And then you can develop with the Razorfen Hunter, challenging the Stormpipe Commando. Let's see. Oh, the Arcanite Reaper. Here we go. Might not use it this turn because swinging it at 2-3 body isn't very good. Stormwind Champion, here we go, the big boy. Gives 1/1 to everything, which takes the Stormpike Commando out of arcane shot range. Free health is a lot healthier than 2. Luckily the Hunter's got the Hunter's Mark to deal with it, and he will also be able to clear with 2-3. Finally taking back the board. Finally. Stormpike Commando versus Stormpike Commando. One goes down and the second one always wins because that 2 damage knocks out 2 health. Uses that to have a slightly stronger board than he would have otherwise. And oh, I was going to say if the Houndmaster, sorry, if the boar survives, he could Houndmaster it next turn, but it doesn't. It gets cleaved. Some of the few AoE cards in this league doing work. 2 awesome commanders. Naked 2-3 bodies, not really doing a lot. Now the Hunter can't clear both of them, but he can clear one of them with a Tundra Rhino and an Arcane Shot. If only he had 1 more mana, he could put a very strong minion on the board. But alas, that will be answered with the Arcanite Reaper. Yeah, and getting those hero powers in just to ping. However, the warrior is starting. Oh, execute off the top is going to deal with that Tundra Rhino. Is he going to equip and go face with the Reaper? Probably. There we go. And now we're at the point where, because the warrior has so few cards, he's just going to start armoring every turn, which is going to negate the hunter's hero power. Let's see what the hunter draws. Tracking, very good card. Still used in the meta today. Can find a nice body, big body. Stormwind Champion, there we go. Can't use it this turn. But if he picks the Buzzard, might be able to do some card draw later on. He'll probably die by then. But he can Houndmaster it next turn, which he's going to pick. I probably still would have gone for the Stormwind Champion, but never mind. So there is also, as well as a lack of synergies. Oh, there's the charge. Useless card. What was I saying? Yeah, as well as not very many synergies, there is not very much card draw. So if the Gnomish Inventor is available, that's often used, or the Novice Engineer, just to refill the hand. Oh, speaking of Novice Engineer, see what he draws. Heroic Strike, which is going to perfectly deal with the Buzzard. Hunter just cannot catch a break. Sea drops, Sea Dex drops are pretty spicy. Let's see if the Hunter can match that. Another Buzzard. It's alright. Buzzard, another nerfed card from the heyday of classic and basic sets. Used to cost, I'm not sure, definitely less than 5 mana. I want to say 3? Was used to combo with Unleash the Hounds to draw a crazy amount of cards. Ah, Arcanite Reaper. Hunter's only got 8 health. That's a problem. So he's going to just go face, and the Hunter will need to draw a Taunt. That is nice. Is it enough damage for lethal? I don't think it is. 5, 9, 11. No. The warrior is going to take game number 1 with an Arcanite Reaper to the face. Here we go. Skadoosh. Better luck next time, Hunter, in game number 2. And here we have game number 2. The classes have swapped round. So A-Deck Hunter is at the top and Warrior C-Deck is at the bottom. It's got the use again for Curve, drawing a 3-drop and then a 5-drop, very nice. The Hunter also has pretty good cards. Can put the Bloodfen Raptor down, it's got the use for the weapon. Kill command for a bit of ball control on turn 3, will kill most things. Most 3-drops in the basic set have either 2 or 3 HP. The 4-drops up to 5. So the kill command can basically deal with anything, as long as there's a beast on board. Looks like he's going to use the... oh, no, heroic strike. Going to stop the hunter from creating any sort of board. As we saw in the last game, if you put the pressure on early, it automatically puts the other deck on the defensive, on control. With a lack of control tools, that can be quite difficult. And now, because the hunter did not have a free drop minion, Warrior's going to take board control here. He could play the use, but he's going to regret that later. Just going to have to use the kill command, like I said, just to control the board. However, the Warrior is just going to keep throwing on the minions with a chill and Yeti. Can follow that up next turn. Hunter, I think because there aren't many low drop, one drop beasts, the Houndmaster, isn't as good as you would hope. Senjin, that is a very strong card. So if you're a new player, well, when I was a new player, it was definitely one of my favourites. Tazdin Gomon answered very, very nicely though with the Shattered Sun Cleric. So now, if only he had a spell like Cleave, but he doesn't have a great way to deal with this. Just going to have to put perhaps a big minion on the board, so it has to be answered. Nightblade, it's good when you're on the aggression, puts some more pressure, but in this situation it is not going to do well, especially as it is so easily answered with the heroic strike. Warrior once again taking control of this game, having an answer for everything the hunter does. Is it luck, or is the letter C just better than letter A? Here we go, bosh the face, and another minion. Hunter's probably starting to panic a bit now. What can he do? 6 mana? Not a lot, again. He can taunt this up, but it's just going to get answered. How? He's got several different ways. There will have to be at least one sacrifice. Could commando it, or he's got 2 Rocketeers. Yeah, sacrifice one of them. The question is, does he trade into the Houndmaster with the Ooze? Yes, he does. Boom, boom, more face damage. And that will be... is that lethal next turn with the Rocketeer in hand? No taunts for the Hunter, so... and that can clear the 3-2. But then, as I think I mentioned in the last game, you play one Stormpike Commando, then it gets cleared by the enemy Stormpike Commando. Here we go, just going to go for it. More face damage. The Yeti, there was just, after using that kill command too early, there was just no response for it. Maybe you should have held on to it. Animal Companion could get a Huffer. No, yeah, I was going to use it to get a bit of card draw in case that may matter. He got the Huffer, can clear the 5-drop, but it's not enough. The Reckless Rocketeer is going to come down, charge, and the Warrior, and the Dwarf dude, sorry. That's going to be enough for the Warrior to very easily take game number 2, win the series, knock in the A deck out of a tournament, and C will progress. Easy win. Just looking at the leaderboard here, C deck moves up and it will be playing either D or E. Could end up in a Warrior mirror match. We'll have to see. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.